Have you ever craved a perfect, soft, spongy fruitcake, but thought, I don't have an oven or I need an egg-free recipe? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're jumping into a recipe that is a total game changer. It's for a simple fruitcake that anyone, and I mean anyone, can make right at home. So let's get started.
So what's the big deal about this cake? Well, get this. There are no eggs, you don't need an oven, and you don't even need butter or condensed milk. And yet, it still comes out super soft and spongy. The best part, it's made with really simple ingredients that you probably have in your pantry right now. This is all about getting a delicious cake with basically zero fuss.
Here's the plan for our baking journey. First, an introduction to the cake. Then we'll go through the first preparations. After that, we'll cover the method for the perfect batter. And we'll finish up with the baking and the final look. It's a really straightforward 4-step path to an amazing cake.
Okay, let's kick things off with part 1, the introduction. This cake is designed from the ground up to be a simple joy that everyone can enjoy. And this really says it all, doesn't it? The person who created this recipe points out that it's an instant favorite with kids, but it's also the perfect thing for adults to have with a cup of tea. I mean, you can't beat that kind of universal appeal.
Moving on to our second section, the prep work. You know, these first few steps are super important. They're what really set you up for a perfect, flawless cake later on.
There are really just 3 key things you've got to do before you even start mixing anything. First, grease and flour your cake tin. Second, get that Tutti Frutti coated. And third, get your pan preheating on the stove. That's it. Simple, but absolutely crucial.
Now here's a really cool thing about that first step. If you grease and flour the tin the right way, you basically create your own non-stick surface. And the source makes a fantastic point here. You don't even need any butter paper. It's a great little kitchen hack.
So you might be wondering, why do we need to coat the Tutti Frutti in flour? Well, it's a super simple but brilliant trick. That little bit of flour helps the fruit get a grip on the batter, so it doesn't all just sink to the bottom. This way, you get pieces of fruit in every single bite. And now for the main event, Section 3, the perfect batter method. This is where the magic really happens, where we turn a few simple ingredients into a light, airy, incredible cake.
Okay, so let's look at our building blocks. In the wet ingredients corner, we have oil for moisture, powdered sugar because it dissolves so well, milk, vanilla for that classic flavor, and a little secret weapon, lemon juice. That's going to react with our baking soda to give the cake lift. And on the dry side, just all-purpose flour, baking powder, and baking soda. A pretty simple lineup.
Now listen up, because this is probably the most important tip. The real key to getting that soft texture is mixing the oil and powdered sugar together until they're absolutely creamy. Seriously, don't rush this part. The more you whisk here, the softer your final cake will be. Okay, so you've got your wet ingredients whisked up, you've got your dry ingredients sifted. The big question now is, how do you bring them together without knocking out all that precious air you just created?
The answer is the cut and fold method. This technique is so important. You're not stirring like crazy or whisking hard. Instead, you gently cut your spatula down the middle of the batter and fold 1/2 over the other. You repeat that until it's just combined. It keeps everything light and full of air.
All right, let's head into our final section, baking, and the final look. We're on the home stretch now, taking that beautiful batter and turning it into a finished, delicious cake. Just a few last things to do before we apply the heat. Go ahead and pour that lovely batter into your prepared tin. Give the tin a few gentle taps on the counter. That'll get rid of any big air bubbles. Sprinkle the rest of your Tutti Frutti on top and then very carefully place it inside your preheated pan.
So, how long does it take? The magic number is around 45 minutes. You'll want to keep the flame on low the whole time. The source does recommend checking it after about 35 minutes though, just in case, since all stovetops are a little different. And hey, for those of you who'd rather use an oven, the source has instructions for that too. On the stovetop, it's about 45 minutes on a low flame. In a preheated oven, you're looking at about 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So, you got options.
Now let's talk about something that's happened to almost every baker at some point. That heartbreaking moment when you try to get your beautiful cake out of the tin and it just breaks. Why does that happen? Here it is, the absolute #1 golden rule from our source. You have to let the cake cool down. And not just a little bit, it needs to be completely cool. A warm cake is a delicate, fragile cake. If you're impatient and try to take it out too soon, it's probably going to fall apart. Patience is really the secret ingredient here.
And what do you get for being so patient? Well, the creator uses this perfect phrase to describe the final texture. As soft as cotton. Just imagine that. A cake that's so incredibly light and spongy, it's just amazing.
So there you have it, a fantastic, totally foolproof recipe for a basic fruit cake. It's simple, it works every time, and it's so good. The only question left is, now that you've got this down, what are you going to add next time to make it your own? Maybe some walnuts or different dried fruits, maybe even some chocolate chips. The sky's the limit.